Hi guys, it's Lindsay Bast. I chose to talk about the Arab American community for this post. And one of the social issues that I found when doing research with the Arab community is that, especially post the 9/11 attacks, many Arab Americans reported an increase in discrimination and negative stereotyping based on their cultures and religion. And growing up, I was in first grade when the attacks happened. And even as a young child, I would hear comments from people regarding not only the Arabs, but the Muslim community. Excuse me, I'm sorry. Um, and Arab Americans, they also face occupational issues with employment discrimination. Research by Widner and Chicoini, 2011, sorry if I pronounced that wrong, um, found that applicants with Arab sounding names received far fewer interview callbacks than equally qualified applicants that had non Arabic names. And that can definitely affect someone's overall well being if you're being stereotyped and you're being put into a basically a pile on someone's desk of a no callback just because of your name. I can't even imagine how that could affect your psyche. And I just feel like it also could be very isolating. Um, as someone who's applied to many jobs and I've not received callbacks, it's never crossed my mind that it was because of my name. Even though I was qualified for these roles, that thought never crossed my mind. And so to be an Arab American post 9/11 and to start seeing this trend where you apply to jobs that you're qualified for and have the qualifications and the education, and maybe you've even had similar or the same jobs previously, and you're not getting callbacks, I think that could really take a toll on somebody. One of the counseling approaches that I thought would be effective when working with the Arab community is the multicultural counseling theory. And the approach recognizes the importance of culture and religion and family relationships and the identity associated with all of those. And it also touches on your experiences with discrimination based on your ethnicities. And I thought that this approach would be beneficial because rather than focusing on the person as a single individual with these issues happening to them, it focuses on the culture as a whole, because the culture as a whole is being stereotyped and the discrimination is happening to people of the culture, of that ethnicity, of that religion. So you're really educating yourself as the counselor to learn about the injustices that are happening to these people of that specific culture. Um, and one of the barriers that I have read, one of them that stuck out to me, and because it's another common one. I have a lot of Hispanic friends that have told me this is something similar that their families have dealt with. There is a huge stigma surrounding mental health. And in a family, if somebody has mental health issues, it is looked at as a private family matter. Therefore, there is almost a shame or guilt or weakness associated with these people that are afflicted with mental illness seeking out help. It is bringing shame to their family, or it's publicizing that their family has somebody that's sick or not functioning well in it. And so people in these cultures, especially the Arab American communities, they are lacking in mental health counseling because there is this roadblock that is deterring them from reaching out for help because they don't want to bring shame to themselves or their family. And how I would work around this, and I thought about this kind of deeply, and I don't know if this is something that counselors do, but I would post flyers with like my business card or my information and offer just a free like 15-20 minute, like even a phone call or a FaceTime video, so like someone didn't even have to come to the office if they didn't feel comfortable, but just to kind of talk to somebody and get the information and let them know the privacy laws that would protect them if that is something that they're concerned about, is their private information affecting their family, or they don't want somebody to find out that they're in counseling. So I think that would be a way to work around that stigma, is to maybe find hubs where, Arab Americans often congregate together, or maybe even go to the mosques or somewhere and just kind of put little flyers up with a little bit of tidbit of information. And even if it helped one person, maybe that person could tell their friend in that community, and so on and so forth. So, all right, that was my post. Thanks, guys.